Methanol poisoning, the invisible poison in your drink. You had a caipirinha. Everything seemed normal. The next day, you wake up with a headache, nausea, and blurry vision. Feels like a hangover, but it's not. You're being poisoned. That's the effect of methanol, the industrial alcohol that's blinding and killing people in Brazil and around the world. 1. What's happening in Brazil? In 2025, the country faced an outbreak of methanol poisoning. According to the Ministry of Health, by mid-October, 46 cases had been confirmed across Brazil, most of them in São Paulo, but also in Paraná, Pernambuco, and Rio Grande do Sul. 8 people died. Several others completely lost their sight. And the scariest part, these victims weren't in shady places. They drank at well-known bars, private parties, restaurants. They had vodka, gin, caipirinhas, drinks that looked perfectly normal. But inside the bottle was methanol, an alcohol that should only be found in fuel and cleaning products. 2. What methanol is and why it's so dangerous. Methanol is a type of alcohol used in industry as a solvent, fuel, and chemical raw material. It's not the same as ethanol, the alcohol found in regular drinks. They look identical, clear liquids, similar smell, both flammable. But the human body can't process methanol without destroying itself. Once ingested, it turns into formaldehyde and formic acid, substances that attack the nervous system, kidneys, liver, and especially the optic nerve. That's why blindness is one of the most common outcomes. Just 10 to 15 milliliters of pure methanol, less than a capful, can cause irreversible damage. A bit more can be fatal. 3. Why would anyone put that in a drink? Money. Methanol is much cheaper than ethanol and mimics the same initial strong alcohol effect. Criminals mix it into distilled beverages to increase volume and alcohol content, deceiving consumers and profiting off their risk. The problem is that no one can tell. It doesn't change the taste, smell, or look. You only find out when your body starts reacting. And by then, it might be too late. 4. Cases around the world, a tragedy that keeps repeating. This isn't a uniquely Brazilian story. It has happened many times in other countries. In 2016 in Russia, 74 people died in Irkutsk after drinking a solution sold as homemade alcohol that contained pure methanol. In 2020 in Iran, during the COVID-19 pandemic, more than 300 people died believing alcohol would protect them from the virus. In 2022 in India, a tainted batch killed over 40 people in the state of Gujarat. And in 2024, tourists died in Laos, Southeast Asia, after drinking contaminated cocktails at street bars. Methanol is a global enemy, invisible, silent, always disguised as a normal drink. 5. How to recognize the symptoms. Symptoms appear 12 to 48 hours after drinking, which is why many people are fooled. At first it feels like a regular hangover, but instead of improving, it gets worse. Main symptoms: severe headache, nausea and vomiting, abdominal pain, dizziness and weakness, rapid or labored breathing, confusion. And the most dangerous, blurred vision, bright spots, or loss of sight. If you drank and start seeing blurry, feel eye pain, or can't focus, go straight to the hospital. Don't wait for it to pass. Methanol poisoning is a medical emergency. 6. Diagnosis and treatment. Doctors suspect methanol when a patient arrives with neurological and visual symptoms after drinking alcohol. Diagnosis is made through blood tests and by detecting metabolic acidosis. When the blood becomes more acidic than normal, treatment must begin quickly. The main antidotes are fompizole and medical-grade ethanol, which block methanol from turning into formic acid. In severe cases, hemodialysis is needed to clean the blood. Intensive care may be required to support breathing and blood pressure. The earlier the treatment, the better the chances of surviving and recovering vision. 7. How to avoid methanol. What the public should know. The most important part is prevention. And here's the hard truth. An ordinary person can't detect methanol in a drink. You can't see it, smell it, or taste it. Lighting it on fire, checking flame color, shaking the glass, none of those internet hacks work. They're false and dangerous. The only reliable detection method is laboratory analysis, using equipment like chromatographs, used by health authorities and forensic labs. There are colorimetric kits and portable sensors in development, but they're not yet widely available to the public. For now, there's only one rule. Avoid drinks with unknown origins. Buy sealed products with original labels and tax stamps. Be suspicious of unusually cheap prices. And during outbreak periods, avoid dubious distilled drinks altogether. 8. What to do if it happens to you. If you drink and start feeling strange symptoms, go straight to the emergency room. If possible, bring the bottle you drank from. It helps doctors and the police confirm the cause and prevent others from being poisoned. Remember, treatment works if it starts early. Don't wait for your body to get better on its own. Hangovers go away. Methanol doesn't. 9. What we've learned. The 2025 outbreak showed that danger is closer than it seems. Brazil is now on the list of countries that have faced methanol tragedies. But it also showed the power of information. Every person who learns to recognize the signs and avoids a tainted drink is a life saved. And it's no exaggeration. Methanol kills quickly and silently. No drink is worth a life. No toast is worth blindness. A safe drink is one that comes from a safe source. If this message helped you, share it. Send it to your family, your friends, the bar you go to. Because the more people know, the fewer victims there will be. Information saves, caution protects, prudence preserves. Thank you for watching until the end. If you'd like to follow more health episodes for both seniors and young people, built on empathy and science-backed information, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, leave a comment, and share our content. It's a pleasure to be here with you and to share this valuable exchange. See you in the next episode.